Hello world, my name is Richard and this is a video about how Russia dies. So I've been looking at the conflict in Ukraine ever since Crimea 2014, and the whole thing reminds me of Nazi Germany. Putin's dictator, really ruthless, vicious, nasty, quite happy kills people, tortures them, whatever, starves them, captures children, kidnaps them. Horrendous. So when you look at Germany, Nazi Germany, how that fell, I think it's quite illustrative actually what goes on. Because I'm looking forward to the day when the Russians withdraw from Ukraine back to the original borders, their homeland, as it was, and this nonsense just stops. But that's going to be difficult because the Russians are, whatever else they are, they're very resourceful. They've been quite, since World War II, I've been quite impressed by their ability to actually come up with solutions to this problem by sheer numbers in many cases. It's quite amazing. This idea that quantity has a quality of all its own is quite true. If you send enough people into the front line, wave after wave after wave, then you do get some advances. But will they win? No. And the Ukrainians have got the point. What happened in Nazi Germany, as the Allies got the point too, is kill the supplies. In the case of World War II, the ball bearing factory, I think it's Schweinfurt, was bombed. So the Germans no longer had ball bearings enough for them to make the tank turrets and the whatever gears they needed for gun pits or whatever. It was a serious problem. It was a key factor in the supply chain, which was bombed. And the Ukrainians are doing much the same thing with the oil and the gasoline. And it's beginning to fall to the front lines, apparently. There's reports of the Russians and the troops running out of fuel. And the Germans, that was always an issue. So it didn't really, it's obviously a factor, a key factor, but the other factors were they ran out of food, medical supplies, and command structure. All the commanders were blown to bits, all the key, headquarters and places were just destroyed wherever possible. Key personnel taken out. And the Allies also had air superiority, which the Germans on the ground really feared, perhaps excessively, but they did. And always combined just give up. They knew they'd done for. No way they could maintain the fight. They had no supplies to do so, and no energy left to do it, no will. And that's it. That's the point. It's the kind of the kind of nice idea of the will. Their will just went. Their will to fight became the will to survive. And I'm sure it's going to happen in Russia too. There's already signs of it. So I think the collapse is soon. I'm a bit wary of saying this because many people have made similar, statements. Russia's suffering a lot, which is true. It is. But as I say, they're very resourceful, and they'll come up with all kinds of ways to come people do more and keep the whole machine going for a while longer. But in the end, it will collapse. It's already showing signs of strain. There are shortages, severe ones, and that means the food may not get through to the front lines. It's quite possible. You've got trucks carrying, eggs and bananas and bacon or whatever, and they get through. Then you've got no food. There's no gas to cook with, no food. No fresh water, no oil. So things are getting bad for the Russians, and I think the end is nigh. Quite how soon is hard to say, but I'll give it 6 months. And that's basically the end of the video. I've got a kind of footnote, which is Trump and his tyranny. same argument applies, but it's a bit difficult with the USA because they got so much stuff of their own. But imagine if China, say, given the history, is Chinese communism going to be happy with American fascism? I don't think so. So China will decide, oh, we won't have our chips anymore, or I don't know what I mean, but they won't have the kind of cheap products anymore, and the Americans will style the Chinese chips, and Taiwan will do so as well. And so the Chinese will may look to Taiwan for the chip making facilities. So, interesting times. So, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Bye.